You want to see something cool? All right, it's not that cool, but it's kind of cool. Yes? Ready? Here we go. Look at those. Look at that knee. All bent. Yay! Yeah, it hurts. Yeah, hurts. Whew. Still hurts. But still, that was way cool. Howdy, and welcome to Daily Miles. This week, we're going to talk a little bit about the van and the reason I'm out here. So let's start out with the van. That is a 2011 Ford Transit Connect, and I bought it for the kingly sum of $2,700 3 years ago. And for the most part, it has been working to spec ever since, Larry and I fixed it. Well, mostly Larry fixed it. Thank you very much, Larry. And got it up to running speed. And then we built it out, and I did help with that part. Did build it out, and it's been my home ever since. And the whole reason why I'm stuck in New Jersey is because it has not been running to spec for the last 2 months because of Christopher's little tiny fuck up when he tried to, quote, repair my van. Yeah, that didn't work out so well. So you're going to say to me, Miles, well, why not just go get another van? A, I don't have enough money to go get another van. B, when I did have enough money to go get another van, I didn't think that it would cost me what it's cost me so far to fix said van. So now I no longer have that money to go get another van. And because I don't have a, quote, job and whatnot to go get another van, I'm stuck with that, and I have to live with it and make it work with what I have. So in other words, that's what I got, and that's all I got. So what's the state of the van right now? The state of the van is that it's sort of working. It's hiccuping a little bit over 50 miles an hour, between 45 and 50 miles an hour. And then it's just fine, but I haven't had it up to like 65 or 70 miles an hour to know whether or not it's going to, last long term. So my thinking is that I have to travel over the Betsy Ross Bridge today. And if it makes it over the bridge, then I'll keep heading west. If it doesn't, well, then I will be shooting chapter 5 right here, which brings me to point number 2, and the whole reason why I'm out here. The whole reason why I'm out here, and that's to tell Amelia stories. These are stories that my grandmother told me right before she died. This was 30 years ago. So these are kind of sort of, very, personally important stories to me. But one of these stories is the story that I'm currently telling you. And this particular story is the story of my grandmother meeting my grandfathers, plural, and marrying them. Specifically, Philip Harris, the man that I know as my grandfather, who is not my grandfather in any way, shape, or form, and my genetic grandfather, John McClenny. So I want to give you 3 reasons why you want to watch this story. 1, John McClenny was a merchant marine married to my grandmother, and while he was married to my grandmother, and he got his licensure to become an officer in the merchant marines, which is unheard of for a man of color at that particular time. However, he passed for white, so therefore he got by. What makes this unique is that he was running diamonds from South Africa to Boston for the mob. Yeah, there's that. 2, Philip Harris is the man that I know as my grandfather, was on the Arizona when she was struck in Pearl Harbor on December 7th, 1941. What makes this unique is that Philip Harris was in the Navy as a cook, and the man can't swim. 3, Amelia Harris, the night before she was supposed to do her audition for her Broadway play, her Broadway debut, which she actually did in New York City, she met John McClenny. And that changed everything. Chapter 5 is the story of how that happened. It's a seminal chapter. And I'm making an editorial decision based on something that happened yesterday. So I'm sitting in the van, and I'm looking at my script, and it's a bullet point script like I've done for, chapters 1 through 4 at this point. and I'm rereading it and going, this is crap. It sucks. I don't want to watch this. And if I don't want to watch it, who the fuck is going to watch this? So I went back to, the original shooting script for chapter 5 and went, this is much better. It's much better. And you get the full sense of why Amelia is doing what she's doing, why she is so hesitant about, certain things, and the reaction that she has in chapter 4. What the is wrong? And it all comes from this chapter. What happens in this chapter? This chapter, she meets John McClenney and marries him. I'm not going to tell you anything beyond that, but it's a humdinger. It is a humdinger. So the editorial decision that I'm making is that, so usually I shoot, each chapter or each section is 1 minute long and no longer than that. And it's shot in portrait mode, like this. Unfortunately, however, because chapter 5 is such a seminal piece of work, it's the whole reason why chapter 7 works and chapter 9 works. Without it, it's just another love story. But this is not just another love story. So I'm thinking, you know what? I'm going to shoot this the way that I intended it, the way that I wrote it the first time, with a few minor tweaks here and there to make it fit chapter 7 and 9. So chapter 5 will be shot in portrait format, the way that you're seeing it right now, and it will be slightly longer the way that I wrote it, with some tweaks in between. I could have just told you that right from the get-go, but I just get long-winded sometimes. Anyways, so, oh, right, and this happened. Next steps. So I'm going to head over the Betsy Ross Bridge tonight, and if the van makes it across the bridge without too many hiccups, then I will continue heading west and then into Tennessee, and then hopefully getting across the Appalachian Mountains. Fingers crossed. If not, then I will be spending the next few weeks right here in beautiful New Jersey, and I will shoot chapter 5 right here. Well, not here, actually over there somewhere. That's what I got going on this week. So before I let you go, thank you very much to Matt. Thank you very much to Larry for holding my hand throughout this entire process for the last 2 months. And thank you very much to my patrons on Patreon. Without them, I would not be able to be out here at all in any way, shape, or form. And thank you very much to you for your time and your kind words. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye!